This is Lee with 82 Game at 12, and this will be video 13. The Great Battles of Julius Caesar Deluxe Edition by GMT. And we are refighting the Battle of Pharsalus. 48 BC. Near Thessaly, or probably in Thessaly. And this game was designed by Berg Herman and Richard Berg, and developed by Alan Ray. So, sponsors. We got Mer2. I got a wrench in the way. It's actually holding down my plexiglass over in the corner because cutting across my map, so that's what that is. So mer2.com, also on YouTube at Mer2 Jewelry. They produce excellent quality jewelry for men. I believe they also have jewelry for women now, or they probably did at the start. I received these from my girlfriend about 3-4 years ago, and they still are in excellent condition. I wear them all the time, and they're very easy to put on, and they stay on. I don't have any trouble with the clasp coming loose because they're magnetic. So this is going to be jewelry that's going to last. It's made with, real leather, stainless steel. These beads, they have not came loose. I've never had to have them repaired. So, it's fine quality when you've got some beads like this that on a piece of jewelry that you wear quite often and they haven't broken. So they come in these nice bags that you can slip your jewelry back into just to store them. Great Father's Day gift ideas. So go check out mer2.com and maybe you'll find something for your father. Next, we've got Series A dice. Pull back here a little bit. And there it is, Series A dice. This is a Brooklyn, New York company. This set here is called Red Cloud. It was $12.99 in a local gaming store, comic book store. And I've got 2 dice that I've taken out of this set. So here they are. The percentage dice and the 10-sided dice. So that's the dice that you get in the package. One is always going to be a different color. It's the 20-sided. So you got 2 20-sided dice, and that's, I guess, their trademark, maybe. If you're a dice enthusiast, or that's one of your vices, like mine, go check them out. You're going to find a set that you don't have, a color you don't have, and you're like, hey, I got to have that. SeriousDice.com. All right, this is going to be turn 3. And in this, the game just continues until someone routs. And for this, battle, the route levels, the Pompeian army withdraws when units totaling 210 route points. Caesar and his army, 230. So and we're not close to that by no means. But if these units that are here routing on the map, we could easily quickly start getting close. We've got these are Caesar's units that are routing, and down here we've got Pompey has a slew. If you just said 5 points each, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That's over 100. That's like 140 right there. And that's just counting as if they were fives. Some of those are going to be higher than that. And on, on this side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12, but we've already got some that have been destroyed over here, 12. So we got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's about 80 something. So if you're just counting by fives, and if you look there, there's some that have 7, 6, and so forth. So we're just rounding up to 5 just to give us a something to kind of say, hey, okay. So Pompey, 100 and something would be close, but he'd still need quite a few more units to have to be destroyed, routed, and so forth. Skirmishers aren't going to count. I don't believe they do. Seems like in other games they don't count. Some of the other games. Have to look at the regular rule book, but we're not close to that, so I'm not going to worry about that. So we go to the sequence of play, and so we look here. We've got a little bit of light there. We've got the auxiliary phase, so players may use their overall commanders or other eligible leaders to activate their skirmishers and other eligible units. So basically, you're taking an order, an opportunity for momentum away from a leader when you use that leader to activate. So Labienus is on Pompey's side, has that ability to control the skirmishers. Let's see here. So let's see here. So he's got the ability to command the left flank skirmishers. So and if he does so, let's see here, auxiliary phase. Okay, here it is, 5.6. I'm just checking out the auxiliary phase here. Okay, so this basically is just going to use up one of their possible 3 order phases. So, plus, if they participate in the auxiliary phase, then they're not able to do a line command later, which is fine because I don't think Labienus is going to be busy with the cavalry. So we're going to take one of his instead of Pompey's. Pompey's got a better opportunity to get momentum. So we're going to allow, well, we would use Labienus, but according to the rules, Julius Caesar will get to go first because he's an elite. So, and let's see here. Who has control over? Let's see who has control over those. Well, I guess the right-wing cavalry prefect. He don't have very many. He's just got some skirmishers. So I think those are all included in his command. So if he was to activate, he would get to do something with the skirmishers. So. Let's see. I think I only got one skirmisher left. Yeah, there's only one left, and he is up there. He's a Balearic. Over here, so there he is, right there. So it's kind of useless. You're going to use somebody's momentum to have him, that one guy, go. So they're not going to use, they don't want to use up one of their order phases. So it's going to pass to Labienus. Labienus is going to activate and this is where, I don't know, we need a counter. Maybe we don't. I'm using a counter that doesn't really apply to that. There's the pursuit finished marker. Wow, it's there it is. It's right here with Trump no momentum. So there it is. Okay, so I'm just going to use this impetuosity. It's really for something else, but I'm going to use it under Labienus here so that I know that, he's used one of his momentums. So that's what that is, and he's going to activate these skirmishers over here. So let's pull back a little bit and take a look at what we have here. All right, so let me pull back some more. Okay, so we've got this group of skirmishers here, and So they are going to be activated. And so this Balearic skirmisher here is going to fire here. Of course, if they move, I'll have to mark them as moved. So, all right, so we have a range of 2. So he hasn't moved. So he doesn't have that. So it's just 2. It's just going to be 2 or less. So let's get my dice here and roll. Oh, I got a 2. So that means that unit takes a hit. Let me move this over here. I have to move these dice back. Move that right there. Put this back. I don't know. I'm going to have to maybe come up with a different way of. There we go. So he got a hit. Okay. Every little hit helps in weakening. Okay. So a unit. All right. So this Crete archer is going to fire at that cohort. And for an archer, 2x away, you gotta get a 3 or less. 7. Let's see, with a 7. They're gonna be missile low. Which, you know, if they're not within range of a missile unit, they're going to be able to reload. And I've got a lot of cohorts along the line here that are now missile active. They were reloaded. So I don't know how they went about doing that. I was thinking about that. You know, with Pele, any of those that were thrown, okay, more than likely they're going to be bent, so they're not going to be able to use it again. So did they have someone, you know, units that went around carrying replacements to give to the cohorts? How are they getting reloaded? All right, so now we have this archer, Pontus, firing here at that cohort. Again, it's 3 or less. Got a 2. So this unit is going to take another hit. Oh, and he's going to be close to collapse if there was a unit, well, not a skirmisher, but a shock combat unit close enough. All right, so now we go to this unit, this Crete, and he's going to fire at the same unit. He might be able to rout that unit. Six. Nope, he's not. All right, now I'll do the front and then any in the back. So now we have another Crete, and why not? He'll fire at the same unit. We'll try to get that guy routed. Got a 2. He's going to rout. And he's going to route right through that unit. And I don't believe that's going to be an issue, because the route movement, if they're from the same, yeah, they're from the same legion. So but all of those guys are really, they're not from the same legion. So I guess maybe that would these guys down here, they got a mixed bunch that Caesar combined. Okay, so let's go. We go to this Pontus archer. 1, 2. Now we're looking at 3 hexes. 3 hexes, we've got to get a 1 or less. 5, nope. Okay, now we've got these 3 units in the rear that need to get where they can perform, you know, they can do something. So, this guy can move through his own units here and get here and now fire. So lots of it's let's see, what is this? Lacedemon? Maybe? Okay. So he's an archer. Now he moves, so he's gonna have to add 1 to his die, and he's firing right there. So he's got to get basically a 2 or less. Oh. So he got a 2. That's a hit. He needs a 3 or less, but he has to have a plus 1 for movement. So, all right. So that was successful. Now we have this Balearic slinger who's going to then move through right to there, since those archers can fire over. So he's going to hit right there, and he's got to add plus 1. So basically he needs a 1 or a 0. Got a 4. Okay. And the other Balearic slinger here, so we've got these archers here. He's going to come back this way. 1, 2, 3, right there. And he's going to fire right there. Again, I need a 1 or 0, because he has to have that plus 1. 0. So he got a hit here on this guy. So anything they can do to weaken, and they did a pretty good job. They routed a unit and they weakened some of the other cohorts. So that was a pretty successful activation there. And I wanted to put these move markers on these units. That one moved. That one moved. And then this one moved. Because if they get another order to move, they have to take, I think they have to take a cohesion hit. So, all right, so that's all we have of the auxiliary phase. Now we move to where's the other chart? There it is. The leader activation phase. Now, Caesar, however, has that overall leader. Elite command. Okay, so I think he's already used. He only gets to do that twice. He gets to use that elite command order at the start and then any other game turn. So he's not going to be able to do that every turn. So just twice. And I know he's already used it once. And I might have had him use it. I think I had him use it with Sola. So, yeah, I did. So he's done with using that. So he used that up. All right, so now we go to the Tribunes. And of course we'll have to roll to see which army gets to start using their Tribunes first. Okay, so let's take a look here. See if I can brighten stuff up a little bit. There we go. All right, so let's roll. And looks like Caesar's got a 4, Pompey's got a 2, so it's going to be Caesar's one of his Tribunes. Okay, if he wants to use a Tribune, of course. He may not. He may not want to do it that way. I'll have to look across. So, looking over here on Caesar's left, here is Mark Antony, and here's his 2 Tribunes. And this Tribune only has 3 units. Well, no, 4 units. There's 2 units there. But this unit is at a 4. He really doesn't want to fight anybody. He wants to get some health back. This one has a 6. The bottom one there has a, oops, has a 4. So they're pretty much could possibly be routing. This one has a 4. He's going to be routing the next round of anything. This one's got 3. 3. I think Mark Antony, I think, is going to use this Tribune right here. I think that's the one he's going to use. Now, if I go across the map here, just to look at what else is going on, and the idea here is I'm thinking I want to let this unit here and this unit here. Well, that one's only got 1, but at least this unit here to regain some strength, troop quality, because I'm going to need him. And then again, I may just want him to go right into there, because this unit is at a 4. He's going to be routing. But we also have to worry about what's going on right over here. We've got this stuff going on, and he's getting behind our lines. This guy here is. This guy's at a 2 though. But there's only 3 3 cohorts left there with that legion right here. Dominius. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy's out of Dominius's range, which is not good. I think I'm gonna need this missile no on these guys. This guy get his missiles back. Let's see what else we've got. So this Tribune that is, you know, all they can do is issue orders, individual orders, which you could have this guy come in here and help here. This unit here, what I say, is a 2. This guy here is a 5. He's going to be routing. He's going to need help. So I've got to bring this guy in. I might have to do this guy first. Let's look across here. So that's a I'll put a red marker there just to say, hey, we got a major issue going on there. All right, so down here, let's see, is this can't be Solus. Let me look at that. Let's see who belongs with who there. Who's commanding who? Okay. Oh, that over there. I think I got the wrong. I think those guys are marked wrong. These guys here, I think, are marked incorrectly. They're showing 36, and they should be 26, because the Tribune is 26. I couldn't find another Tribune, so I think these guys were marked wrong. Okay, but Dominius has three legions. Mark Anthony only has 2. So this let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, Dominius is I've got to pull my Tribunes up closer. They got too far apart. So here's Dominius. He's got these 3 legions, and he's only within range of 1 of the cohorts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, you know, that's an issue. And if we look here, look at this. Scipio is fixing to just, he's going to break through right here. And there's not really anything that, well, about the only thing I can do is separate these 2 and plug this hole. That is where I'm going to have to go, because that there, this has got to be it. No need to look back over there or there. We see the hole, we got to plug it. If we go down a little bit, it looks like a hole here, but this is Solus troops, okay, cohorts, and they have they've got some control over this right here. Plus he's got 3 back there that are going to be moving up. Whether I have to take Sulla back there to bring them up or what, and that's probably what I'm going to have to do. But and the other end down here, we don't have to worry about. That's pretty much still all good. So we've got to stop this right here. All right. So the Tribune, which is Dominius, is out of range. So all he can do is issue individual orders. So I also need to think about changing the stack. So that's something. Okay, so what this Tribune right here is going to do is he's got to fortify things. One thing is this unit here, and both of these are now I have missiles. They're Pele's, they're javelins. So this unit here is going to attack. Oops. He's going to slam into this unit's flank, just like that. And he can react because he's not in that other unit's. He's not in that other unit's zone of control. He's not in that other unit's front hex. So, and I've still got to do the javelin fire, but I think he gets to react before that. Let's see here. Find that reaction. Where's that reaction? Yeah. Any unit or stack, this is 7.14, reaction facing change. Any unit or stack of units may change facing one vertex per orders phase when an enemy unit moves adjacent to it from a non-adjacent hex. This includes advance after combat. It may not do so if it is already in the ZOC of another enemy unit, but it's not. Okay, so after changing facing, the owning player rolls a die and modifies the die rolled by the difference in movement allowance. If the die roll is higher than the unit's TQ, that unit incurs cohesion hits equal to the difference, with a minimum of 1 cohesion hit. All right, so let's go ahead and do the javelin fire. Got it. Okay, I got a hit there. So first off, the unit here has to take a hit. So he's at 4. All right. All right, and the thing is, if they react, they're going to rout. So they can't. If he turns, he's going to automatically rout because he's got to take at least 1 hit. So he's just got to stay. And we're going to have a shock must check here. Okay. Now with the other unit here, he's going to turn 1, 2, 3. He's going to go right here to this Tribune and turn. And that's it. The Tribune, that's all of his activations. All right, so now we go right here to the shock must check. They both got to roll. Oh, I got a 1 for Caesar's forces and a 9 here, so these guys are routing. So turn them. 1, 2. off they go. And this unit then moves in, and he can turn. So he's like that. And he's now missile no. Okay. So this Tribune is finished. Okay, now we go over to Pompey's side. And if we, well, we can start over here, okay, to take a look at what we have. We really don't have anything going on right there yet, so that's not a priority. We need to look across here. I haven't got these guys turned over for some reason. All right, so we look down here. And we've got a lot of the 17th Legion has a lot of guys that have routed. He's only got 3 that are still in line. All right. In a Barbus right here. In old Barbus. This Legion and this Legion are both his, and he don't have much going on here. He's got some issues. So basically he's got to try to rally some units. So let's look across here. We've got that, maybe this issue here. Put that there. Okay, with Scipio, he's got one of his tribunes way back here, trying to rally people. And his other tribunes right here, he backed him up right there. That's not too much of a concern just yet. Aphronius here is going to have some. His Macedon A Legion is getting mauled. They're going to be gone right here. They're just going to disappear. He does have the Tribune back here that's going to have to try to rally some guys, but what happens when you stack your cohorts is it can be you can have a lot of units rout. You have some good units in the rear that are going to rout too. So that's, I don't know what they're going to do about that. Aphronius is going to have to rush back here to the back and try to rally these guys. because that's just unattainable right there. And really, that Tribune rallying those guys right now is not going to make a difference. We got to have a place where we're making a quick difference here. So if we look across here, okay, right here. This Tribune here, it has these Galatia units. He could rush back here, but then he can't have these units attack. And he wants to have that. So he's just going to move to right there. Now he can still command for shot combat those 3 stacks here, here, and here. And so that's what they're going to have. Now they're going to be shock, no check. So this is shock, no check here. And then, of course, I can move this. Both of these are shock, no check. So it will just be straight up fight. And he could try to rally this guy. He's going to run if he doesn't get 1 or less, but that's still a chance. He's still got 1 order left. 4. So why not? Well, he actually gets to use his charisma, which is a 2. So, a 2 or less, he can rally that unit. And I got a 1. How about that? So this unit here is going to rally. So let's turn him. He gets depleted. He's rallied. Now we roll on the rally table, and we get a 3, and he's a 6. So 2. What he has, well, he gets 4 back basically. Oh, he must have been knocked right there. Yeah, or here, I don't know which, but okay. All right, so now we go into the fighting. All right, so over there, okay, we got veteran versus veteran. That's we're just gonna be on 7. Nobody's got an advantage here. Uh-oh. That wasn't good. I rolled a 1. So 3 and 2, which means the attacker is going to be no, wait a minute. 3 and 2. Well, yeah, he's just going to be at 6, and this guy's going to be at 9. So, yeah, he would be the one that would rout. When you have both units rout, then whoever is, I guess, routed for more, over. They're over. Okay, this unit would be 1 over. They would just be even. So this unit here is routing. It's not flipped yet. All right. And this guy here would actually go to a 5. So all right, now here, those two units, you got veterans versus veterans. I rolled a 0. All right, so the only thing we're going to have here is we're going to be on 7, but then we're going to have we've got 2 units here, 2 units here, and only 2 units there, so it's 4 to 2. So we're gonna go from 7 up to 9, but 0 is still going to be the same. It's still 3 to 2. Now the only difference is they can split the 3 amongst all of them, while the other one has to split it between just what the stack is. So here, yeah, he's going to be at collapse. Oops. So 5. Should be an 8 in here. Oh, there it is. Not very many of them. And then we'll put this on top. And then these guys have to take 3. These guys are at collapse. All right, so let's roll for the defender first. We'll just, roll a 9. Okay, they're going to be running for the heels. So these guys here are going to be routing. So 2. Oops. And these guys, we're going to move these guys in. This guy's still going to be at 6. All right, that tribune's finished. So one shock benefited, the other didn't. So, all right. So now we go back to Caesar. Okay, and I guess basically what happened here? Okay. So basically, this tribune here he needs to rally these guys. Now, he can stay where he's at and try to rally both, or he can move on top and he automatically rallies one. But then that's it. That's all he gets. I don't think I'm going to be able to roll 2 or less twice or even once. So he's going to move on top and rally 1. The other one, has to be displaced. So we can turn this one back over. He's gonna be rallied. The other one still has to, the other one's still rotting. So, okay, let's roll on the rally table. Okay, I got an 8. And see, this unit is 6. Okay. So his cohesion hits are at 3. What roll am I? Okay. No. Well, let's say it's 4. Yeah, at 4. Okay. And now he's done. All right, so now we go back to might just stay here. Yeah, I think we will. All right, so we're going to stay here with Cilicia, maybe? Cilicia or Cilicia. And they are going to attack. We wait for them to attack. They're going to be attack superior. So, okay, these are all going to be shot, no check, all the way across. So, let's put this here, over here, okay. So, take care of all of that. All right, so let's get our cubes here. All right, so we've got this unit here. It's going to attack here. Those two are going to attack here. And then we're going to have here against here, and then lastly we've got here and here. Okay, go back a little bit. So there's our combats. They're all shot, no checks, and the Tribune there is in range of all those units, his command range. So he's using his activation to just basically allow those units to attack. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different attacks. Roll the dice. See what we get. Alright, so we're going to have a 2, and then a 2, and a 0 up there, and then this one over here is going to be a 7. That's not too good. Alright, there's not going to be any attack superiority or defense superiority here. All right, so we've got in this first one, yeah. Okay, in this first one, we've got a cohort versus a veteran. So, cohort versus a veteran, that's going to be a 7. And it's just one unit against one unit. So, that's going to be on 7, and we rolled a 2. That's going to be 2 and 2. So, they both take 2 hits. So, let's take a look at the defender first. So, he's going to be at 6. So he's going to be at route. Now the attacker has to take 2. Okay. And he would be at 5, but since he's the attacker, the defender routes first. So he's going to be end up being at 4. Okay, so he's got a route. Let's just go ahead and put that right there for now. We're waiting to route him at the end. Well, wait a minute. Yeah. I think I had a 2 there. What did I have there? I think it was a 2, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, now in the next one we've got conscripts, or we have recruits against a veteran. If we use the conscripts, we're at 7. Okay, and we're going to have him outnumbered. He's 1. We've got 3. So that means we're going to be up at 9 column, and that's still 2 and 2. So defender has to take his first, so he's going to be at 5. Okay, and then here is going to be at 3. Whoa! Like a jumping bean. My fingers are too fat. All right, and then this unit has to take a hit. So he's at 4, which puts him at near collapse. So got to put it like that for now. All right, so the next one is a 0. We've got 1 unit. We've got 2, and we've got a conscript against a veteran. So that's going to be a 7. Of course, they're not. Nobody's depleted. Well, no, that unit is depleted. That should have moved it again. So I would have been at 10. Still didn't change it. Okay, would have had to been at 11. All right. So he's depleted. That moves it to 8, and then he's outnumbered. It puts it to 9, and I rolled a 0. It's still 3 and 2. So this guy takes 2, which is going to put him at route. And this guy, these guys have to take 3. So bottom guy is going to have 3. Top guy is going to be 4, which he could possibly have to roll for collapse, depending on who's in his frontal spaces or who's around him. All right, so next, here we've got conscript versus a recruit. Conscript versus recruit. Is at 6. Okay, he's depleted, moves it up to 7, but then he's outnumbered, so it goes back to 6. And a 7 is going to be 2 and 2. So usually do the attacker first, but bottom guys at 3. Top guys at 2. All right. So now we have to do is the conclusion. So, okay, so here we've got this unit has to route. So he goes to there. Now these guys can't go forward. This guy can go forward and turn. Okay, this guy here has to roll. To see if he collapses. 3, he's not. So he goes back down to 3. Okay, this guy routes, and then this guy here has to advance, and when he does, this unit here gets to fire. He has pelees because we had the rearm phase. So he fires, gets a 6, that's a miss. But now that unit has to roll because he's in someone's Zoc and he has a 4, which is 1 shy of collapsing. So now we have to roll for collapse. And we got a collapse. So now he's going to route with the other unit. Oh, where's it at? Okay. So both of those guys are routing. So here, 1, 2, just like that. And then this tribune is finished. And that's where we're at. Right there. So next we would go back to a Caesarean tribune, if there is one that wants to go, or needs to go. But I'm going to have to take a quick stop here. And we'll come back to this, but I've got to put a stop here on this video. And if we look here, this is what we got going on. Really, the next one that really needs to go here is probably this Tribune. This one right here. So, we put a marker on him. So I know, hey, that's who probably needs to go, because they need to try to take advantage and push a hole through this mess here. They need to put a stop right here and probably try to, she's going to have to attack both of those. But well, he'll get some help here with this unit. He'll send him, no, he's just got a Tribune, so maybe I have to send that Tribune up there to, or Dominius will have to go up there to, rally some guys. So we'll have to wait and see. So, all right, don't forget about the sponsors here. We've got Mertu. Fine jewelry for men. Check out what they got. Maybe you can find something for Father's Day. And then we have Series A dice. And if you need some new dice, we'll take a look, see what they got at SeriousDice.com. And this will be all of this video. Next video we'll pick up right where we left off, which that video will be video 14. This was 13. So I appreciate your support. You got comments, I love to answer questions or debate things with you. If you see something that you want to negative, positive, whatever, you know, more than happy to discuss things. Maybe we've got differences of opinions. That's okay. It's kind of nice to converse with other gamers, grown-ards, about this game or another game. And if you don't have this game, and your interests are in ancient warfare, then this is a bargain here, because the number of battles you get in this edition, this deluxe edition. So plug a little bit for GMT. I have a lot of games, GMT games, and I think they're a very fine company. All right, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.